It's the venue that's had plenty of success, come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, what a game, a rematch of Super Bowl 59 as the Chiefs welcoming the team who beat them for it all, the Philadelphia Eagles. Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're off from Arrowhead. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them as he always does, a quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Pretty remarkable, isn't it, Kate, that the worst season statistically in Mahomes' career was still good enough to finish 6th in the MVP voting and reach a 4th straight Super Bowl. Shows just how high his bar is compared to everyone else, and he's still the QB that almost all are chasing.
Mahomes starting off with a throw. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
It's a gain of 21 yards. Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Sending the tight end in motion left. That's another quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
12 more yards.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. It's Pacheco again. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now here he goes. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 4th down. Ooh, for a moment, thought those were our first points until he came and knocked it away.
Yeah, I think the message sent pretty clear after that play. You're going to have to try a lot harder than that to be the first ones on the board.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out from the left hash, about 31 yards out. Butker knocks it through, and the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
With how well they were eating up yards and first downs, you know that kicker wanted to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
About 4 yards on that carry. It's going to be 2nd down for him.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Option play. They give it to Barkley. Up the sideline, past the 45. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They go to Barkley again. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Play action. Hurts has it. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making a stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Now for the 2nd time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be hit, set out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. To the air, Mahomes. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. Zach Vaughn with the tackle.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
And the Birds bring out the nickel look. Third down coming up. Here's Mahomes now. Check down complete to Pacheco. This is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up fourth down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
The Chiefs looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. Hold in at the 20. Jukes one defender. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. First and 10 now from the 30. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquil. It's a gain of 10. First down, Eagles.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Hurts now from the gun. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's trying to go deep again. A disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
The Eagles are in punt formation, and he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. Play action, Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now it's Mahomes. He's keeping it. And Mahomes is going to dodge or hit with that slide after he picks up enough for the first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Man downfield, he's got it. It's worthy. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he makes it to around the 43-yard line. Stopped on the play by Zadarius Smith.
1 yard gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
A throw left side, caught by Brown. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a pickup of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They've got first down from the 31. Back to the air, Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. On the draw, it's Pacheco. Didn't sell the draw enough, and he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for second down.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Third and short. Here's Mahomes. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs stretch their early lead to 9. Travis Kelsey, the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs go up 10-zip here in the first. Butker on now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. He's in trouble, and the Chiefs bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
All right, here we go. Second down. Trying again, following the sack. It's a screen to Barkley. And he's brought down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Receiver in motion, headed right. Third and long for him here. He's running for it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep him on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
Great man on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Chiefs offense out to take over. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. First call here coming from the shotgun. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Another throw for Mahomes. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs hold a 16-point lead in the first. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead. Krieger on now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Gonna go with Barkley on the counter. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Back at the 21-yard line.
That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. 17-0 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have second down behind the sticks. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 27.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
On third down, it's Hurts. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Play action, Hurts has it. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
Offense to the line for second down. Another try following the sack. That's caught by A.J. Brown.
Pass interference. Defense.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Short side option here. He's running left. Now he's hit. Hurts fumbles. But it looked like an Eagle flew in and was first to the ball. They're going to maintain possession. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
On second down, here's Barkley. Escapes a defender. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Hurts on 3rd and 2. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a fourth down, it's back to first. They got the interference call on third down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. On first down, Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. That 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Hurts setting up to throw. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. This does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Well, they're in a pretty big hole already, Brock. They're going to pass on the field goal and keep chasing that touchdown. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
A certain variation of this play has really become synonymous with one team. And you know what I'm talking about, the tush push over there in Philly. But its roots, this has been one of the offense's greatest plays long before Jalen Hurts and those Eagles put their own stamp on it. So simple to run, so tough to stop.
First down, a run with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Eagles fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 10.
17. Eagles 7.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs and Hollywood Brown back to the field once again. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, the spot's at the 37. It's going to be 3rd down.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Matt Ariza on to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Secures this at the 17. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And the touchdowns got to keep coming for them as they still trail here. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. Dump off, caught by his back. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Hurts now from the gun. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Nick Bolton has it. Well, great team defense here. Somebody hit him in there, caused that pass to float on him a bit, and it gave the linebacker time to race in and make the interception.
And you know what team stands for, right? T-E-A-M. Together, everyone achieves more. It took all of them together. Took that rush to impact the quarterback. It took that linebacker to deliver on the other end a critical takeaway.
The Chiefs' offense set to take over again. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory, and they've got a short field after that pick. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Pacheco gets it from the gun. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. 3rd and short, here's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st down from the red zone. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. To the air, Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Now the 2nd time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a 2nd home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead.
Eagles 7.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Shipley now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, bless his heart. We're some quote.
Well, I think we can all see this one, partner. Some considerable frustration beneath Coach Reed's mustache, and he throws the flag.
Previous play is under review.
We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
So that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And working a couple of yards past the line. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 46. Hits his running back. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Read option on first down. He's going to keep it. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He sends this one to the end zone. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6, and it's 4th down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Braden Mann out once more for another punt. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
14-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
And a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. The final throw before the break. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. kick this one away. Shipley now to return. He's brought down to what looks like the 24-yard line. So to begin the third quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's another carry for Barkley. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Tight end going in motion here. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Space past the 35. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Barkley again here on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Punt team on the field. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And that punt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a first down. Play action. Hurts has it. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
From the 28. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
Complete to number 11,
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 10. As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs and Hollywood Brown back to the field once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to throw Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun here. He's caught. He's got Brown. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
17 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
44-yard line.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. It's Pacheco again. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or right at the 31. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
1st down.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build
31-yard
momentum
line.
and keep that defense on its heels.
They've got first down from the 31. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Going to the ground again on first. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. From the 16. He can run it. It'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Blitz coming, Mahomes. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. But that's a situation where you got to know on first down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the first row.
Needing 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Mahomes. Dumped off to his running back.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs make it a 16-point ball game. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game.
Just a tremendous effort. And really, this is a play where you can look at the facial expressions of the two sides and know exactly what happened. Offensively, you are smiling from ear to ear that your quarterback's a difference maker. Defensively, just demoralized that you couldn't find a way to stop that scramble.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead. All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Butker on now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. They just witnessed maybe the most impressive drive we've seen all game, Brock, and now they get a chance to answer with one of their own. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
He's running with it, and he gives himself up after a short gain.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Hurts now from the gun. He'll make a big play on the ground. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go. Hurts. Pass complete to Goddard. And he's taken down at the 30. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Putting a receiver in motion. 2nd and 10 now. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play on this impressive drive. Hurts yet again. Completed over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. It's Hurts once again. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 10. As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's Smith on the return. Spins out of one stop, and this drive will start inside the 25. The Chiefs and Hollywood Brown back to the field once again. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. First call here coming from the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Counter give here to Pacheco. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the thousandth time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. Matt Ariza, the one to send it away. And that return's going to come to a close as we reach the end of our quarter. This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Now he takes it. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. From the pistol, Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And now they face second down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Put the body on the line for his team. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's That's good for an Eagles first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
That is all-out effort to make the catch, putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception and some more targets in the immediate future.
Again, here's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And they take him down right along the 30.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chiefs' 30-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Hurts on first down. That pass complete to Goddard. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On the handoff, it's Barkley. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Yeah, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
It's a sneak, Hurts. And he's going to be touchdown at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. They look to run with Dillon. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Smith on the return. Dukes out a one-stop. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Motioning the tight end now. Here's 2nd and 11. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. That's caught for the first. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
For a Kansas City Chiefs, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st and 10 from the 41. Right up the gut. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. Shipley now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, the game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Complete over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Eagles.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Stuck at the line, and now it'll be 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. This one finds Goddard. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
1st down, Philadelphia.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They kick the running back in motion. 1st and 10, here's Hurts. Called in by Goddard, left side. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Hurts now from the gun. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. And they take this in for the score. The Eagles now within 1 score in the 4th. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
This is caught. And he reaches the end zone, so the two-point conversion will cut the lead down to 6.
Eagles 32.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Here's Smith on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Mahomes. He beams one deep right side. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing is Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs leading by 6. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. Now he's past the 25. And out of bounds he goes on that big pickup. They're inside the red zone now. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You totally flipped the field and tone of this drive.
Well, this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. And they hold him down after a gain of a couple, leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. The defense holds on this 3rd down. They stop him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down now. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him.
Paid for this? A waste of time. Are you doing? 2 weeks. 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 2
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Here he is to throw. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Incomplete.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
The time is there, but the timeouts are not. They've got to be smart. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, and you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
Back to throw. Goddard makes the catch. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. And again, here's Hurts. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. It's Hurts once again. He tucks it and takes off. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Here he goes, one final shot. Has it at the 7. And he's going to be brought down as he sets his offense up with a 1st and goal. Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, all crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.